Hey there, Zune fans. This is Jason Dunn from Zune Thoughts, and what I have in front of me are 7 Incipio Zune 80 cases. All right, so let's get started. So the first case for, this is my red Zune 80 with the super cool custom etching on the back. The first Incipio case I want to look at is the Incipio wallet case for the Zune. Now the Incipio wallet case retails for $24.99. It's available in a few different colors, black, caramel, pink and brown, and white. And you can see it's pretty standard. It's got a magnetic clip here, flips open, oops, there we go. Yeah, so it actually slides in from the side. I was a bit confused about that for a second. So case slides in there. It's got a screen protector here to protect your Zune from harm. It gives you full access to the buttons, syncing and charging on the bottom, so you can leave it in the case and still charge it and sync it. Although I'm not 100% sure. I doubt this would work with the dock. Docks always screw things up for cases. You also have access to the headphone jack up here and the locking mechanism. And because this is the wallet case, there's actually a bit of space here. This is more space than there is in the Zune 8 case, so this is obviously a bit more practical. You could actually fit cash in there, a couple credit cards, and your driver's license, whatever. So it works pretty good. I guess the only kind of bizarre thing I think about the wallet case, and this really goes for a lot of the Incipio cases, is that the colors that they offered, like the caramel and the pink and brown, white and black. Now black's a given, but because the Zune 80 only comes in black and red, it would have been cool to see them, I don't know, offer like a bright blue or maybe a red case, or just something I think a little bit more interesting and more appropriate than, I mean, pink and brown and caramel. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So that is the Incipio wallet case. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's move on to the Incipio flip case. So the flip case flips open from the top. It has a magnetic clasp here. We drop in our Zune 80. It slides in nicely. Screen, of course, is protected. Full access to all the buttons. Sync and charge from the bottom. And when the case is closed, helpfully, they left a cutout for the headphones. Now this is a belt clip. Unlike what I said in the Zune 8 case review video, I don't think that this is removable, because I've tried pressing on these little buttons and nothing seems to happen. So I don't think it's removable, so this is not going to be sort of a transformable case. You're going to buy this case if you want to snap this to your belt. Hopefully, you're going to do the world a favor, and if you have this on your belt, you're going to have it covered up by a long shirt or jacket or something, because yeah, just doesn't look all that cool when you got a thing snapped to your belt. But hey, if that's your kind of thing, man, this is your case. The flip case is available in black leather, brown leather, and race day leather. Now the race day option is this cool, it's like white leather, and then I think it has a blue and a blue and a red racing stripe on it, which I think is really cool, but unfortunately Incipio didn't send me one of those to check out. But that is the flip case. So let's move on to our next case here. This is called the Eco Case, or Echo Case, depending on your pronunciation. It's got sort of like a canvas feel to it. It's $19.99 from Incipio.com. They say that they used an earth-first approach when creating it. Not entirely sure what that means, but it had something to do with, I guess, the ecological approach they did when they made the case. I'm not sure what that means about all of their other cases, but regardless, this is the sort of tree hugger case, if you will. Now, the case slides in on the side here. Seems to work pretty well. I do notice though that there's a bit of there's a fair amount of space. You can see all this space here. So the case, the screen kind of bubbles up there. So it's not exactly a tight fit. I would be happier with this case if this actually sat flush. So that there wasn't a whole bunch of dead space there. But the case is fairly slim, other than of course the rather thick snap here, but gives you access to the sync charge port on the bottom, gives you access to the headphone jack on top and the locking mechanism. Doesn't have a belt clip, so you can toss this in a pocket and your Zune will be completely protected, and you can still listen to it via the headphone jack. And I guess if you're an earth first type, then I guess this might be the case for you. If you want to say, hey world, I'm an ecological Zune user. Now, the next case we have here is the Duke. Not entirely sure why it's called the Duke, but I think that's a cool name. Although maybe they should have one called the King. It can be like the Elvis Presley version, but that might be expensive for licensing. So, like a lot of the other cases, you take your Zune, you slide it in here. It's a fairly nice fit. It's got a little bit of extra space, kind of like the other one, but I guess they do that to make it easy to get your Zune in. So this is actually a lot like the Eco case. This is only available in tan. No, sorry, take it back. This is raw leather or white. So this is the raw leather version I'm looking at here. I think the reason why they call it raw leather is that it has grain. It's going to be a little bit hard to see on YouTube, but the leather here actually has a grain and a bit of a pattern to it. So this is kind of a natural feeling leather. It's got a snap and same access points in the bottom and on the top. This particular case retails for $29.99, so it's one of the more expensive cases, but it definitely has a nice high quality feel to it. Take our Zune out of that. So that is the Duke. We'll just sort of set that one aside. Now this is the Vertigo, or Vertigo, probably Vertigo. It's essentially just a simple slipcase. The Zune, you know, just sort of slides in there. There's no access to anything on the bottom, but it does give you access to the headphone jack. What's kind of a bit strange about this case is that the screen is actually still a little bit exposed, so you're not actually protecting your whole screen. And frankly, I'm not entirely sure why they did that. I mean, I think they probably could have made this leather go all the way up, you know, and still given you enough hand grip to get the Zune in and out. So that's a little bit strange. This case retails for $19.99. It's available in black leather, tan canvas, black canvas, and white canvas. Again, I would like to have seen, you know, some more variety in colors that more appropriately match the red and black Zune. It has a belt clip on the back that is not detachable, and then on the side it says Incipio. So all in all, not a bad case if you're looking for the belt clip type, but again, I would worry that you know, the screen actually isn't being fully protected, which seems a little bit odd to me. The second to last case we have on our marathon video, this is the Kickstand Case. So the Kickstand Case is kind of interesting because you load the Zune in here, and then what it does is it actually allows you to, I'm going to see if I can sort of deploy this right. There we go. So what it does is it allows you to actually use the Zune in kickstand mode, right? So obviously if you're using this to watch a video or looking at pictures or whatever, this gives you the ability to you know, put the Zune, and it's kind of interesting because you can sort of adjust the angle here. So you can do that, or if you want to make it at a steeper angle, you can actually push it forward. So that's actually pretty cool. It has an integrated screen protector here. Gives you access to all the buttons, sync, all the usual stuff up here. And then this is essentially just all, you know, kind of spare leather because you're not really going to use it for anything. You're going to use it in this mode when it's closed. You're going to use it in this mode, or you're going to use it in the mode when it is in its kickstand mode. So that comes in black, brown, or tan, and it is available from Incipio.com for $24.99. So we're almost done our marathon review here. We got one more case to look at, and this is the DermaShot case. So this is the silicone case. It's a little bit hard to see white on white. There we go. That's a bit easier to see. This is you know, kind of your standard silicone case. You simply slide the Zune on. It's going to be a tight fit, but of course it shouldn't be too tight. You want to be able to fit the Zune on relatively easily. What's cool about this particular case is that you can actually still use the sliding the Zune pad to move left and right and up and down through this. So obviously you have access up top here to the headphone jack, the locking mechanism, sync and charge here. And this actually, you might be able to put this in the dock and sync. I haven't actually tested that out. It might work. But that is it for this particular case. It does not protect the screen, of course. You've got to be aware of that. This case, they go for $12.99. They're available in a couple different colors. And that's the last case. So this one's probably my favorite, I think, because you can also see through the back. You can actually see the imprint, which is kind of cool. So it's Jason Dunn from Zune Thoughts. Thanks for watching this video.